What's going on, everybody, and welcome back. We have a couple of new topics today that we hope you guys will find useful and interesting. We're going to do a walkthrough of how we pack and ship all the cards that we sell on eBay. We've sold over 600 cards on eBay with 100% feedback, and knock on wood, have had no reported damage to any of the cards that we've shipped out. We'll also show you all the materials that we use and provide links in the video description below to where you can find them on Amazon if you'd like to use some of the same. We're also going to do a review of a company called CardShellz. This is a company that provides sports card protection products, top loaders, sleeves, mags, all that good stuff, team bags. And we found that they're a better price than what we get at our local hobby shops. So hopefully it's a good deal for you. We're going to show you some of their products and then also talk about a special deal that you can get only through our channel that we've worked out with them just for our community using the promo code SLVRsport. We are affiliates of both Amazon and CardShellz, so if you use the links we've provided in the video description, it helps our channel and also automatically enables that CardShellz discount for the SLVRsport viewers. So let's get into it. All right, guys, let's get into how I ship my cards. So first we'll list everything off, all the different items that I use to wrap the cards. We'll use this card here as an example. As you can see, it's got a sleeve, a top loader, a piece of blue masking tape right here across the top, pinched to hold the card down, and then a team bag. The next item, once you got that all done, will be bubble wrap, and I'll show you how to use that as we walk through it. Also, packing tape, which here's a single roll, but I buy it off Amazon in the 6-roll pack because I go through it relatively quickly. Talked about the blue tape, and then so here is a bubble mailer 4x8. You see it's just Manilla style. It's got a little bit of bubble wrap in there. This one is also a 4x8, the black version here. And you can get this in different colors, blue and other colors, but this one feels a little more padded as far as the bubble wrap. But this one is good for like one card. If you're using a thicker card, you probably need this. You can fit 3, 4, 5 cards in this potentially. But if you're going to go bigger than that and ship a real thick card or multiple cards, you want to go with this one, which is a 5.5 by 8. Try and get that all out so you can see it, the whole thing there, right? And then the biggest one that I'm using right now for cards, like when I send out team packs, will go in this 6x10, and I'll stack a bunch of cards, maybe that thick, slide them in the middle, fold this top down over like this so that it kind of fits around the package of cards I've got in the middle, and that's how that goes, right? So you can find all of these linked in the description below, where you can click right on it and go get the size that you need straight from Amazon. And so let's get into it. So we already did the masking tape, so we use this tape here. So here's our Justin Fields Origin card we're going to use as the example here. And so what I do is I just set this right in the middle. I usually put our little SLVRsport business card behind it too, outside the top loader, and I take the bubble wrap and I just roll the card into it. So basically what this does is it takes whatever bubble wrap's here and doubles it up at least. And then that's where the Scotch tape comes in. Rule number 1, never any packing tape or Scotch tape that touches the top loader or the card or the sleeve or any of that stuff. But since we're just wrapping in it, this actually has really good traction. So I grab the bubble wrap and I kind of pull it tight, and I just wrap it around so it holds it in there real good. And then I'm going to take 2 more pieces of tape, and I'm going to take the top, I'm going to grab that edge, I'm going to pull it over and fold the top just a little bit to keep the card in place. And then I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. And so now I've kind of got the card packed in its own little cocoon inside of the bubble mailer, as you can see there. Okay, so now that we've got the bubble wrapped cocoon all taken care of there, we can move this tape aside. We're going to grab the envelope, and we're going to tape the label onto the envelope on 3 sides before we put the card in the box or in the package, and I'll show you why here in a minute, right? So I basically just set it over the top like that. I get a piece of tape that's about as wide as the bottom, and I don't, without touching that barcode that's up there, I don't tape over the barcode. I get it lined up with where I want it along the bottom, and then I kind of adhere it with my fingers, wrap it around the bottom nice and snug, and run across the backside. Now I'll do the same on both sides. Without touching the barcodes. Again, try not to tape over any of those just in case it messes with any of the scanners in the postal system. So again, I press it right down. It's all nice and sealed on that side. Now we go with the third side. Now what this does too is taping it before, what I've kind of figured out is taping it before I put the card in kind of creates a snug little pocket for the card to fit in. So we got that done on 3 sides. Now we can insert the card. And it fits perfectly in there with the extra bubble wrap. Creates a snug little spot. Again, I push it in there just far enough to where I can feel there's space down here so it's not touching any of the edges. And then I'll take the back, I'll remove the protective piece of paper there and fold it over and adhere it to the back side. Okay, so now we take another piece of tape and go across the top. And now, so what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna kind of press this front edge from behind. I'm pressing it with my fingers up against that tape, and I'm gonna pinch the top of the envelope as I fold this tape over. And what that does is kind of pinches the top of the envelope so the card won't float up. So if they're tossing it into a basket from post office to post office or whatever, the card will never float towards one of the edges. So then I will also take another piece and seal this backside. So that'll go right across the seal to provide an extra layer of protection. Now I get a little carried away with the tape, and I do this the same way every time. Call it OCD, call it whatever you want, but it works out pretty well, right? Now for the address here, because the middle of the label is not covered, I take a little longer piece of tape and I go right over the addresses, right? And then I make it long enough to where I can wrap it around so it sticks to the paper of the label. And then I wrap it around on both sides. And so now if the label was to get damaged, at least they can read the addresses there, right? And then again, on the bottom, I do the same thing I did on the top with an extra couple inches of tape. I just grab that bottom edge now that the card is in there, and I wrap it over nice and tight and kind of pinch it. It adheres really well to this manila envelope type stuff. And I believe that is about it, right? So now we've used a ton of tape. Like I said, I go through quite a bit of it, but all the edges are reinforced with tape. Top and bottom are pinched. The card is in the middle, and it is good to go for shipping. So that will do it for how we pack and ship our cards. Again, you can find all of this stuff in the description below. Check it out, and now we will roll on to the next part of the video. All right, guys, so now we're going to talk about this company that I found called CardShellz. Veteran-owned, made in the USA, as you can see. And so, you know, veteran-owned is a big thing. Chuck and I are both vets. We use a ton of top loaders, sleeves, mags, all that stuff on the channel, as you guys well know who watch our videos. Gotta protect what you collect, as it says right there. So we were checking them out, and I was like, oh, these are the guys with the Armalopes too, right? And I'd seen these before, and I was like, oh, I wanted to get some of these in case you do PWC. So I reached out to them and said, hey, anyway, you know, we can hook up our viewers with some kind of deal if I put it on the channel. And they're like, oh yeah, absolutely, right? So here's the deal. So basically, in the video description below, there's a link that's our affiliate link for CardShellz. If you click on that and go there, if you spend $50 or more, you'll get $10 off for using our promo code, which is significant given the fact that already their prices are cheaper than what I pay at my LCS for top loaders. Same price for sleeves, but the sleeves are better. And then you got these boxes as well, right? These big tough boxes that, as you can see, fit top loaders and graded cards, and then have the cutouts here so that you can get your fingers in there if it's full. So, you know, a couple of highlights here. So this is a 100 pack of regular 35-point top loaders, right? This is $13.99 on their website before you use our promo code, right? That's a good deal considering that I'll set those right here to the side. You know, this is what I normally buy is the Ultra Pro at my LCS, and I pay like $6 a pack for 25 of these. That's 100 for $13.99. So let's kind of just pull them out. And so I've already kind of checked them myself, right? And looked at them, and they look exactly the same. There's no difference. There's no defects. The rigidity is the same. They both have about the same amount of flexibility. Both clear. Again, and they're not those kinds. I've ordered the cheap ones before off like Amazon and stuff that they came in and they were so slim that you couldn't fit anything in there. These are 35 point, and so everything fits in them well. So that's a good deal. They also have all the stuff that you need, right? Team bags, PSA graded card sleeves. You can pick those up there as well. Here's a couple of mags, 35 and a 55 point. Again, cheaper than what I pay. If you look on their website, cheaper than what I pay at my LCS. And again, look the same as any other graded mag or any other mag that you pick up these days. Also got these semi-rigid holders, which I don't use a ton, but you do if you want to ship off to get graded. These are the same pack. I think he just made these. I asked the owner what was up with the diamond hands. Maybe it's good luck, right? But he said he kind of dug the whole David and Goliath stock market thing with the diamond hands. So he just made this pack up especially for that. No cost difference, same product. You just get the lucky diamond hands on the front of it, right? So. And then back here we got some top loaders, 55 point. Again, I think these are between $5 and $6, about what the same as you're going to pay at your LCS, maybe a little cheaper. But again, that's before the $10 off code. They also have a pretty significant deal, which comes with this box filled. If you use a ton of top loaders and sleeves, it's filled with 400. So 4 of these, 400 top loaders and 400 sleeves, and it's $69 on their website, and then you get $10 off with our code. So you're talking about $60, 400 top loaders, 400 sleeves, and this nice storage box that fits your top loaders and graded cards in it. Let's talk about the Armalopes, right? So this is a single card Armalope. It's an envelope. It's just a little more rigid than a standard paper one where you'd try to stuff it and tape it in. But the cool thing about these is it's got a pocket. It's like pinched at the side, so you can basically fit a top loader in there, and it slides right down in. And it doesn't move around, right? Not like a regular envelope where I usually use masking tape if I'm PWE, shipping cards. Then I use masking tape to tape it to the inside. With these, you don't have to. It sticks pretty good. That's the smaller size, and then here's the bigger size where it's got 2 pockets. Let me see if I can get this where you guys can see it. So there's a pocket on one side, and then it's sealed in the middle, and there's a pocket on the other, so that you can basically take top loaders and put multiple cards in both sides of the envelope, and then there you go. You seal it up and ship it. So pretty cool. If you ship a lot of cards, PWE, I think these are definitely they're like 18 cents a piece for those regular size ones. If you break it down on their website, it costs you 18 cents to buy those envelopes. I don't think that's too much more than you pay for a regular plain white envelope. So again, all of those products, the link to Shells you can find in the description of our video below. And like I said, go out there, use that SLVRsport code, get yourself $10 off. Hope the stuff works out well for you. Oh, the biggest thing I forgot to mention, the most important part, is the sleeves. Where are they? This is the wrong pack. Here we go. So I got a few cards here. Almost forgot this, but this is the most important part. This is one of the things that drew me to this. Notch designed for less corner dings. So I'm surprised they hadn't done this already, right? And it's not mainstream. But these sleeves, they've already, let me see if I can get something where you can show it to you and you can see it in the lights. This is the same thing. So we'll kind of show it to you, but I can put the card in front of you. See, the corner is cut off the sleeve. So you guys always see thicker cards or cards with foil on the front that are real sensitive. I always slice the edge with a razor knife. Well, these ones, it's already done. So you just slide the card off. And now this is a thicker card, right? It's than normal. And it slides right down in there. No catch, no nothing. And so I got a couple cards here so I could just show you how it works. And it's so much smoother. And again, these are $1.99 for a 100 pack, just like every other top or sleeve is at your LCS. Cardboard Gold, Ultra Pro, we've used all of them. And this one is way better, right? So I will be using these from now on, I promise, because I hate having to cut the sleeve every time I get a card and want to sleeve it. And if it's a little bit thick or has the foil finish, look how easy they go in. And then, so this is an Illusions hobby, right? So this is a little thicker. So again, now a thicker card, I would definitely be slicing these edges, slides right in, done. So if nothing else, these are my favorite, right? Everything else is pretty much the same as you would buy everywhere else, although it's cheaper. But these, for $1.99, give me the notched ones every time, and you'll see those a lot on the channel moving forward. So thanks everybody for watching. I hope this helped you. If you've got comments or other tips that people can use to help pack, ship, store their cards, please share them in the comments so we can all help each other make the hobby better. So thanks guys, and we will see you next time.